So today I've got my Nissan 370 here. I'm going to be replacing my fuel sending unit, which I've got sitting over there. I want to be kind of going through like a step-by-step process on how to get that out of there and get it back in. So first thing you will need though is a 10mm, an 8mm, and a ratchet or whatever of your choice. And the first thing we're going to want to do, pull up your driver's seat. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably take out your seat, but it's not really necessary, to be honest, in my opinion. But you'll have, so I've already been in here, but this will be sitting down there, and you'll just want to take a flathead, something you can kind of stick in there and pull it up. You might be able to get it with your finger. I had to use a flathead to get it up, and it just has these clips on the bottom, and they kind of just come right off. It's really convenient how they did this. It's right back here. I've already kind of been in here. I dropped a screw. I've dropped the nut down there. So don't be like me and lose that. So I'm just rocking with 3 right now. But let's see here. I gotta get my ratchet and my 10mm real quick. So I got my extension with my 10mm on it. You don't need an extension, but it is a lot easier if you do have one. You can sit in the other seat and do this. It's really either or. I'm trying to get you guys positioned to where you can see me working. Fly there. So we got your 10 mils here. It's really simple. Just twist them bad boys right off. Now, I'll get the one I'm missing out at some other point. Not really too worried about it, but just be careful putting them back on, because if you do drop it, it will probably roll in there. That's exactly what happened with mine. I also lost one of the other screws that I'll show you here in 1 second. After I get this off, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those off. Now I should have mentioned in the beginning to disconnect your battery cables, just to be extra safe, because you know, better to be safe than sorry. You probably don't necessarily need to with your fuel sending unit, but you never know. That's just right back there, and then I just do both of them. It's not really that big of a deal. Hold on. Got freaking cicadas in here, man. Battery's just right here, and then I'll be right back when I disconnect that. It's just also a 10mm for both. So I got that done, got that sticking down there, and I got that over there. So now we can get back to the plate. And then once you have your nuts off there, just pull this back. Now, if you've never been into yours, or hasn't been probably serviced in a little bit, this will probably be like completely dirty. I had to literally clean this off because I was in it last time. I just didn't make a video on it because I tried to mess with it. It didn't work. Figured to make a video on it with just replacing it, but this was completely dirty. Just wipe it off with a rag, blow off any debris so you don't drop anything in the tank. And that's just a little clip on there, so you just want to press that down and just pull back and it comes off. So I just kind of lay this section about here. Now you can use a Phillips head, but an 8mm works really good. Works a little better in my opinion, especially if you haven't been in it before. It could be all like super tight, and the last thing you want to do is sit there and try and strip it out. But an 8mm works really good for me, along with an extension. Also helps a lot. If I could find mine real quick. Probably lost it, who knows. I'll be right back. I found it, it was in my pocket. Typical me. So we'll take this 10mm off. Slap on the, sorry, you guys are seeing my hand. Slap that on there. Now there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like, I can't remember how many there are, but I am missing one because it dropped off into the side there. So don't be like me and drop this. But these top ones aren't too bad. Now I will say, see that one I am missing. But with like these bottom ones here, it's gonna be a little difficult to like get it on there because it's at like an angle. Or if you do even use an extension, that might be better. But with this, I just push back on it and then it'll break loose. Like it broke loose pretty easy right there. And they're not very large screws, so once you get them remotely out, you can always just lift them off. But in this case, we'll just do them all. No fucking things in the way. Just twist all those, and then same thing with the rest of them. And yeah, I'll be right back when I get that done. All right, I got all my screws out. I got it sitting in the cup holder. And so, then once you get all those out, this literally just pops like right off. Super easy. You can clean that off a little bit if you want to. I've already kind of did mine, even though it's already kind of dusty again, but it was late somewhere out of the way. Now, my issue with this that I had, my fuel gauge was reading completely wrong. I initially thought it was my pump before I even thought about the fuel sending unit, so I replaced the pump and it didn't fix it. But right now, right before I turned the battery off, I would have just turned it on and showed you. Cicada, cool. What was I saying? It's reading right now that I have about like 200 miles, I think, and it's at like half a tank. It really doesn't go below that. But like when I got it filled up, it went up to 400, and then it came down to right around there. And then I took this one out and tried to clean it, and I put it back in, and I think it sort of worked, and then it messed up again. So I don't know. And this literally just comes right out. But yeah, if you can see in there, there's like almost no gas in there, and it's saying I have like 200 miles. So, you know, like obviously that's not right. So here's the old one. It literally just comes right out. It's so easy to get out. But this is the old one. I tried to clean it. I cleaned the prongs and I cleaned all that with alcohol. Didn't seem to work. So, you know, oh well. We'll just lay that there for now. And then I wouldn't say this is new, it's a used one, but seems like it's decent. New ones, at least that I saw, go for like 160, 140. I got this off of eBay for 40 bucks, I think, 45. So should work. Hopefully it does. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and throw this back in here. Make sure you put it in the right way as well. Because this piece is facing outwards. So we'll go ahead and slide that on in there. Got that in there good. Now you just need your bracket back along with your screws. That just slides right back in there. Now, should probably replace that O-ring, but I didn't get one with it, so it should be all right. So that's positioned on there good. And got your screws, and I'll be right back when I get all those in there. You can just hand tight them in there. Sometimes when I did it last time, it was a little difficult, but they were just wanting to thread weird. But you can just get them in there with your fingers and then tighten them in there afterwards. So I actually got mine back in here relatively pretty easy. If they are giving you troubles, you can try and rotate the bracket a little bit, or just kind of move it a little bit to get the holes a little aligned better, because they are kind of they're a little picky with the threads. But, I mean, once they're in there, just tighten them down good. I'm gonna go back through here and redo all of these, but I'll be back once I get this done. And then over here, put your terminals back on and tighten those down. Alright, so we got this tightened back down on there real good, and we can just slap back that down there like that. I don't actually know where that came from. I think it came from right here. I don't know. That's fine. Slap that down. Should be good for under the hood. So go ahead and put that down. Alright. Everything's plugged back in. That's good. So we'll start her up here. And we'll see. And so let's turn her on. See if that fixed it. Still waiting for the mileage to come on. So unfortunately that actually did not work. So that's fun. But you guys got at least in a tutorial on how to do it if that is your issue. I'm gonna have to probably rescan it, see if there's other codes that are coming up, because that didn't work, but we'll figure it out. I'll give you guys an update on it when I do figure it out. And if you guys want to see more content, let me know. I'll post more. Just let me know what you want to see. Since this is on kind of an older YouTube channel, so there's other like random videos on here, but should be good. I might post more, kind of depends on what this does, but I'll see you guys next time.